Okay, how we doing out there? First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal H Technology Screens. I thought I would do this fast demonstration real quick. Not demonstration, but talk to you about a few things real quick. And as I told you before that the screen paint mix, the gray mixes, we call those, well actually in my terms, they're prehistoric screen paints. They're old screen paints. These are screen paints that my company used to make 8-9 years ago. Old products. And if you have one of these on your wall, or you paid for one of these, you have an old screen paint product. Now, we made a product under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. And this is to show you how far off. I told you from the door that when you're dealing with these great products, great screen products, these are old products, that when you look at the demonstration here, my screen is gold. This is a gold Phantom. And the gold Phantom pulls up 100% the color red. When you're dealing with these screen paint products, they're nothing but black and white paint. They got a little glitter in them. They got a little silver in it. These paints pretty much have a limitation on how far they can go. Now, 8-9 years ago, they were all the rage. Now, a gray screen paint product made in this particular fashion has something special or something different that makes it different from all the other screen paints out there, great products out there. That's the only way it would pretty much be to hold any kind of weight in this decade in time with the technology we have now in projection screens. And as I told you before, that when dealing with these gray mixes, you're dealing with something that's not too far off from a white screen. So as you can see right there on the gold Phantom, right there we have on the 135-inch screen, we're using a 4,000 lumen Christie projector at around 720p, and as you can see, the gray screen paint mix is pulling up a slightly better red than the white, but all in all, next to the darker technology, it just can't hold a candle to. So, in the bottom of the description, I put in a recipe. This is how we made the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint 8 years ago. This is how the product was made. This is my video right here under DigitalOneCrystalScreenPaint.com. It used to be our old website. And as you can see, you'll see me in the demonstration, which I'm gonna put this link in the bottom of the video. In the caption section, you'll see in that video of me painting this old screen paint 8 years ago. Also put the ingredients of the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint product. It can be made multiple ways. We done made it on so many different levels, it's not even funny. So you can make it with bare silver screen. You can make it with basic silver screen. There's a fellow on YouTube 11 years ago showed off how he made his product. The same thing. I told you have to put black in it to add the tone to it. I'll put his link at the bottom. But if you're going to be paying $107 for this stuff, and I told you at the end of the day, it doesn't work. That's on our Go Phoenix. I told you that old 8-9-year-old screen paint doesn't pull color. It's an old product, 8 years ago. 8 years ago, that would have been impressive. Not with our screen wouldn't have existed at all. But if that screen next to a white screen would have been impressive 8 years ago. Now, no, not impressive. That's considered to be an old screen. Told you it ain't much of a bump from a white screen. And keep in mind, the screen we're using right here is not gray, it's not black, it's gold. But because it has technology embedded into it, allows me to see better color, better contrast shifting technology, pick up better contrast levels. You know what I mean? It's a darker form of technology. It's going to perform better. As I showed you before, darker screens or the more advanced screens. Look at that. Now, I left some ingredients at the bottom. We don't care about the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint product because we don't make it anymore. Like I told you, it's an outdated product. But if you choose, there's an ingredients right there at the bottom. You can choose bare silver screen, bare 1050. It's up to you. You take some flat black paint. I told you it's made the same way. If you put in 2 teaspoons or 1 teaspoon, it's just there. The black paint, all it does is just contrast on the either silver or the bare silver screen or the 1050. That's all it's designed for. It's just contrast. That's all it's for. That's it. The bare, we're gonna put that later on. The bare 1050 or silver screen is just the base. That's it. And as for adding in silver, you can add PPJ, because when I was coming up, it was different. It was Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart had her own line of silver and different color Metallica paints. They weren't used for that particular purpose, but we're using them for that. and you can add some of that in, a couple teaspoons in there. Now, when it comes to the glitter, you can go over to Lowe's. You can pick it up right over there. It's the same kind of glitter that they throw on the walls to get that glitter effect. Same thing. I would use probably about a half a teaspoon or maybe less than that, because you don't want your screen looking like a Christmas tree at the end of the day. But if you're gonna make this stuff, like I said, if you're gonna buy it, then you might as well just have to make it for free. So we're showing you how to make our Digital One crystal screen paint for free. At the end of the day, it's going to match his stuff no matter what. It's going to match it. They're all made the same. Just like I said, when you saw it. Matter of fact, I will put at the bottom of the link the deleted video that he took off his account showing him making it out of black and white paint. So that way you can see for yourself. Now, those of you, I hate to say it, you are, not to be rude, but you naysayers and support his product, and you might want to look at that video. As a matter of fact, if you make this right here, and mind, with the product we have here, that's not gonna stay. The product we have here, I showed you at the bottom, if you add in more black paint, it gets darker. Now, if you want to switch it around and you want to do the UV mix, is easy. Pretty much when they were making darker mixes around that time, almost some people were making darker mixes, it's the opposite. So instead of having BeHr 1050 put in, you put in a darker primer and you put in white paint to tone it. So it reverses. So let me go over here real quick. I'm gonna put this on while I go get myself some better tape. And you can watch me paint a screen in from 8 years ago. Exact same color as the prehistoric paint you're buying now, which you shouldn't be buying because it's too old. Too old. And I'm not going to show you the emails. I received some emails from Jamie. He's very, very upset. He's upset because it's true. Your product is old. You have an old product and you shouldn't be selling it. It's no, anybody can make it. Anybody can make it. That's from 8 years ago. But you should be upset. Make an old screen paint. Sitting up here trying to convince these people that your product is brand new. Your product isn't brand new. Your product is old. That's an old product. That does the exact same thing as the product that I just put up there. The ingredients, it does the exact same thing. Exact same thing. Does the exact same thing, almost the exact same thing as our old product did 8 years ago. The exact same thing. That's how I know your product is old. Does the exact same thing. Now, like I said, if we didn't have so many canceled orders from this individual, get your product down there. Anybody, matter of fact, we don't need to buy your product. Anybody that takes down that ingredients we have in the comment section, take it down, write it down, make the product. I guarantee it matches the screen paint. Guarantee it matches. If that, from there, you can make a better version of this product. Not hard to do. I said we made this product, made it 8 years ago. That's how I know how this product is made. Where do you think my mix came from? We can make this product just like this anytime we want because we used to make it. So when I tell you have an outdated old screen paint, that's what you have. See how it's reacting on the Gold Phoenix? Look how it's reacting. It can't even pour red. Look at that screen next to a white screen. I told you, it ain't much of a difference. Ain't much of a bump. Why else would somebody go through, cancel their orders like crazy if they knew that we were going to come down here and take their product and match it against our Digital One Crystal screen paint? Of course he's going to cancel. Because we can give you the ingredients for that. We don't make that stuff anymore. It's old. And this is for all y'all who thought that I started off with black screen paints. No. I started off with the same gray screen paints that Crow is making. The only difference between me and Crow is that 8 years ago it was popular. 7 years ago it was popular. 9 years it was popular. Now, no. Unless you got a product that you can show that your product is different from everybody else's, it's showing a huge difference, then there you go. But other than that, the dark environment, constantly dark environments, not having the ability to pick up contrast levels, can't pick up proper color, yeah, it reacts the same way as an 8-year-old screen paint. And that's what he's been. I'm going to show you the emails. He's pretty upset. He's in junk mail anyway. Just to let you know, every time you make an email, it goes right to junk mail. Right? That's what he's upset about. Yeah, because you call yourself, you're not scamming people. You remove videos off your channel to get you when you get caught every time. Every time you get caught. There you go. Ingredients is right there. And that's our product. And I guarantee you our product will match his product that he has now. And for those of you who paid for it, those of you who paid for the product, I feel sorry for you because you just paid $707 for a product literally you could have made yourself. Slow color change out, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
See, if I never made gray screen paint products, say I never made one. So I never ever made a gray screen paint product, all I made was black technology. Right? Then it's easy to come at me, but you can't come at me because I made a gray screen paint way before you guys even knew I even existed. I know how your product is made. I know how it's designed. I know what goes in it. You know how many different combinations of gray screen paints I developed in that era? A lot. You see how much technology I developed now? Imagine me back then when I first started off on how many different forms of screen paints I've had. And the beta testers to back it up. I know how to make your screen paint. Every last one of them. Because they're 8 and 9 years old. There's nothing different about them. None of them will pick up contrast. And the ones you claim that are supposed to be darker, which, like I said, you claim that you hate dark mixes, you hate dark screen paints, you hate dark screens. I don't even know why you have a UV mix to begin with. You shouldn't even have that. And even with the UV mix, that's absolutely horrible. That screen can't pick up, like I said, a white level to save its soul. It can't pick up a white level for nothing. Which shows me at the end of the day, it's black and white paint. There's nothing special about it. If I went and mix the same black and white paint, the same color as the UV mix, it'll react the same way. Now here on YouTube, trying to convince people that they're buying something new. You're buying anything new, please. Crew boys, I know everything that's in your product. I can look at your product right now and I know how to enhance it and make it better. We did it already. There you go. Painted and done. Look at the color of the screen. There you go. Give you a better look at the whole thing. I'll make sure I post a couple of links at the bottom. And you make sure you look at the dates very carefully. And if he were to sit there and say, oh, my product is different, well, all you have to do is make that ingredients at the bottom and you put it against his product and see what happens. Now, see, when he sits up there and he comes on camera saying, well, I can make his black screen paint, you've never made a black screen paint a day in your life. You don't have any experience in black technology whatsoever. That's why your UV mix looks like trash. That's why it can't pull up a white level. You call yourself making a darker screen paint product and it can't even pull a proper white level next to a black screen. That's how I know you don't know anything about black technology or darker technology. Because whatever this stuff, but however, if you're making your paints the same way you were making ours 8 years ago, I know for a simple fact you know nothing about dark screens. Now, I got experience in dark technology and light grade technology at the same time. I can make that product back and forth. You, on the other hand, you don't have any experience in that field. I do, in both. Yeah, Crow, your stuff is old. It's 8 years old. It's way, it's super old. And we're gonna post that ingredients on the bottom. That's our Digital One Crystal screen paint product, right there. We don't care. We don't make it anymore. It's old. Now, the reason why you look at it now, so why? How come this screen looks? Because he's using a P2 projector. That's why. If I wanted to advance my, well, I don't have to go through that. My technology is already advanced. But if I wanted to make an insane looking image, I just go and get me a 12K projector, and I can basically boost everything up on the screen. But then again, this technology is designed to make everything look good. So, but that's what they do. On a cheap screen paint like that, what they'll do is they'll take a high-end projector. Now, if he's saying it's not the projector doing all the work, then he wouldn't have any problem with swapping out his projector for an entire week with a 720p to see if he gets the same results, or doing it side by side. Because there's no way in the world you're going to take a projector that caliber, especially on that screen paint, and think you're going to get the same image that's going to pull off on a projector that's lower than that caliber than that projector. That's why we don't use high-end projectors in our demonstrations. We don't use expensive projectors. These old, outdated projectors have to do all the work. Look at that. That's on an NEC, 2,000 lumens. Has the same reaction as this product. It's the same thing. Slow color change out.
I don't know.
You gotta accept the fact, man. You've been kind of scamming people. You've been telling them that your product does more than what it's supposed to do. It doesn't do more than it's supposed to do. It's an old product. And if you want to argue with me and say, hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I do know what I'm talking about. Trust me. I made your product. I know how it's made. Any one of your screen paints that land down here, we can duplicate them just like that because they match the Digital One Crystal screen paint products. They react the exact same way. Now, when I told you that when you're dealing with them gray prehistoric mixes, next to a white screen, they'll give it a little bit of a bump. That's it. And that screen's gold. That screen can see color better than your product. And that is your product right there, by the way. That's your personal mix staying up against that screen. So you know that. So we're going to go back here on this video right here. We're going to take this link out right here. And we're going to put this in the bottom. Right there. So you can check it out. Same product. Like I said, the same thing. But the only, like I said, it's an old product. Now, if he's claiming this product to be the no, it doesn't. It doesn't do any of that at all, period. It reacts the exact same way as the old screen paint from back in the day. The YouTube screen paint, YouTube used to have, it's called YouTube screen paint. It was a screen paint somebody made and they called it the YouTube screen paint. Same thing, same scenario right there. We'll save that so you can check out that demonstration. This is the ingredients right here. BeHr silver screen or BeHr 1050, 1 quart. Flat black paint, 2 to 3 tablespoons. It all goes into how dark you want to make it. At the end of the day, this is what you're going to end up with. You're going to end up, now mind you, I'm not responsible for you wrecking and destroying your screen. That's up to you. If you want to use an old, outdated product, that's up to you. You're buying it anyway, so if you might as well just make it for free. And if you're going to go down that route of destroying your screen, go ahead, because at the end of the day, you're not picking up no colors. That's not going to happen. You can't pick up contrast. You can't pick up color. And if you make it too dark, what's going to happen is your white levels are going to have problems. You're going to have like the UV mix. So, you know, your own gamble. I wouldn't touch this stuff with a 10-foot pole because we don't make it anymore. Silver paint. It could be PPJ. It could be anything that's silver, but you're not going to see it. Once you mix it in with that black and that BeHr, that's going to dissolve. You won't see it at all. The only thing you're going to see is the glitter. You can go to Lowe's and pick that up, or any hobby shop and pick up glitter. That's pretty much what it is. All it is. This is what they were making 8 and 9 years ago. Everybody had their own different blends. Someone was pearl accent. There's a whole bunch of different mixtures that people were doing. At the end of the day, all of it was gray. But that's what people made back then. Let me show you one right here. Let's go over here real quick. Do we have him? No. We don't have to go over there. We don't have to go over there. We can go straight right here. We can go right in here and we can pull up. Matter of fact, let me get another demonstration for this too. Because all I got to do is just type in digital crystal screen paint. It pops up. Let's get this one right here. This is another one we did back in the day. Here it is right there. So you can see it for yourself. Now I know we get quite a bit of the Crow Boys in here from time to time, and they leave right away. The minute they're showing this, they leave right away. Because in their head, they really thought that I only made a black screen paint. I was like, no, we didn't make a black screen paint. We first started off. My first starting off screen paints were actually were gray, or I like gray screens. That's who we were making way back when we first started off. Let me see. I'm gonna put that one right there. I'm gonna put it right down here. So that's what bothers the Crow Boys. The Crow Boys came in here. They used to argue and complain about, oh, black screen paints this and black screen paints that. Man, I was making your product before you even knew. I know what's in your product. I know how to make your product, everything. That's why when we give you guys challenges, we know you can't complete those challenges. When we tell you go outside and do a Starfield demonstration, you can't go out there with that screen paint. It won't pull up. It won't pull up at all. And we only have, there's nowhere in the world that I could run the tests that I have now, that I do under my screens, under what we made 8 years ago. All right, I'm gonna put those links right there. But you have to face the fact that you bought an old screen paint. And I'm going to tell you just how it's going to react every single time. The screen paint that we made, we could pull brighter colors with the lights on. Anytime you watch one of those demonstrations, mark my word. You think they're going to pull a contrast Starfield demonstration in a fully lit environment? That stuff won't even pull up outside. We know because we tested it. But at that particular time, 8, 9 years ago, it was considered to be good. 8, 9 now? No. A screen's supposed to look like a plasma TV outside. Not like something's faded and washed out. See all these demonstrations? This is one right here where we basically painted we got creative that day and painted my friend's jacket, clothes, everything, in screen paint. And had him walk in front of the screen, had him blend in front of the screen. What color is that paint? Is it black or is it light gray? That's a light gray screen paint. Done every test you could possibly think of under the sun, under that screen paint. Face reality. Your product is old. Been there, and we've done that already on your product. So all these videos are under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. Not that one. These right here, these are all under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. Cracking and peeling demonstrations, gaming demonstrations. Yeah, we got banned from AVS forums right here. When I first opened up my website, right here, 8 years ago, your product is old. Let me show you something right here. There's a demonstration right there. I show you how to make it. This fellow right here, look at his video. 2 years back on this video. And his ingredients, wait till you see what pops up. Formula on how to make it. What did I tell you? Same thing. BeHr silver screen, black. Black is used as a toner, and silver, that's what they add into it. They're all made the same way. Same fellow right here, made it right here. Let's see. That's why you don't see anything different in any of the demonstrations at all. It's the same thing over and over and over again in all the demonstrations that he does. There's nothing special about it at all whatsoever. BeHr silver screen, right there, 1050.
That is the code for that one. And that's the code for that one.
Makes the exact same thing.
Store it up in your bucket. You need a big ass roller? Go get a little roller.
Yep.
Polly, lay it down. That is the code for that one. Got that. BeHr premium paint.
BeHr 1050 silver screen, right there. Told you. It's a completely different video. Add in a black for primer, black for toner. Any kind of black will work. Doesn't really make a difference at all.
That is the code for that one.
Silver.
That's the code for
Any kind of silver will work. It can be PPJ, whatever you want. It doesn't make a difference. It's going to react the same way.
that one. Ready to stick?
Now, see, like I said, it'd be different if I've never made this paint before a day in my life and I'm trying to give you ingredients on how to make it. No, I was making this stuff years ago. So that's how I know how it's made. I got experience in this field making this stuff because I know how it's made. On the other hand, he doesn't make black screen paint, any form of dark technology. He tried with the UV, but was a failure. But other than that, he doesn't make any form of black screen paint whatsoever because he's against black screen paint. So somebody like that couldn't even begin to tell you how it's made, how it's designed, how it functions, and can't even do the proper tests under our technology due to the fact that he doesn't do tests on his own products because I said it has limitations. That's why. That's why when I saw the demonstration of him trying to make the 12, I was laughing my head off. There's no white paint in 12, by the way. So a person who has no experience in dark technology can't make dark technology. But a person who has experience in making that stuff and can show you video demonstrations of me painting them. Not only that, dozens and dozens of video demonstrations, including beta testers and people who are contracted by us can show you, yeah, I know how to make that stuff. It's the same thing. It reacts the same way. So this is the fellow right here who's making the product right here. Painting on the wall as the same color as all the other gray screen paints had. Reacts the same way. You got to have it with the lights out. That's the only way it can pick up a contrast level. You have to be in the dark. And depending on the caliber of projector that you have. There you go. Look at that. Doing the exact same video. The exact same video. With a high caliber projector.
You've got
All right, so I'm going to take, and his link is pretty good. Like I said, he puts the ingredients right here at the bottom to show you how to make it. We're going to take his link right there. Hope he doesn't mind. Put it over there so you guys can see that, you know, he made the same product, almost similar to ours. Except for we had glitter in ours, got a bit of glitter in there. We made ours, okay? And we'll put down, let's see over here. YouTuber. Is it you? Like I said, if this product worked, and like he said he claims it works, we wouldn't have had so many cancellations over here. And if he sits there, I know he's gonna sit there and say, well, I canceled the orders because I don't want to buy the product. Well, that's kind of hard to say when you gave us a link on telling us we could buy the product. See, that's kind of hard to say that from the door. Because I've had somebody come into my Facebook channel was saying he's claiming that he stated that, hey, look, I never get you did give permission. We got it printed out right there and it's on my email account. I can basically forward to anybody who wants to read that email with no problem whatsoever. So I guess he forgets who does stuff. But yeah, your product is old. You have an outdated product. You're trying to sell it off as something that is brand new. That is a YouTuber we just looked at a few minutes ago. He has an ingredients on how to make the product. It matches similar to one I had 8 years ago. It's the same thing, basically that gray and black. You can put BeHr silver screen, or it can be basically BeHr silver screen 1050. Either way, if you do the BeHr silver screen, it's already tinted a little bit, but not by much. I'm going to show you something right here too. So you guys can get an understanding here. He actually did a video where he was showing off basically that his product didn't match BeHr silver screen. Yeah, if you added about 2 teaspoons of black in there, it'd match the screen paint perfectly with no problem. Because like I said, it's one of the ingredients used to make that gray screen paint. And this is a totally different person from me. Same thing. I told you, and they put black in the tone. And the guy's gonna say it in the video too. He's gonna say that you put the black in and add tone it. There you go. That's it. So let's go back to, let's see, I'm gonna save this right here so you guys can have that there to look at. Gotta do your research. I tell you, your paint's old. It's old. It's an old product. Let me see. Let's go over here. Let's go to what do we need to go to? And I need to go back to much on me to put that BeHr. Now we dubbed this video just in case so it doesn't get deleted, because for some reason the video of him showing you how to make his product using black and white paint disappeared off his channel for some reason. We all know where that went to. It got deleted off the channel. So just to make sure that the BeHr silver screen didn't disappear off the channel, we recorded it. So let me see. Let's go over to videos. Let me step back here a minute. Let's see a little better here. And let's go into got this. Let me look at that BeHr silver screen too. Now, like I said, that BeHr silver screen, drop about 3 teaspoons of black in that, it'll react the same way. You can't be going around telling people that your product's brand new. It's not brand new. I know how it reacts. Every video you do, I can see the same reaction of my product 8 years ago in your videos. So that's how I know for a fact that it's just a gray and black paint with a little bit of silver, some glitter in it. That's basically all it is. Now, if you were able to pull out a screen paint and show a contrast level equal to a black screen, I'm like, whoa, that's something different. That's something I've never seen before. But no, your stuff reacts the exact same way as any other gray screen paint on the market. And that's why we got a lot of canceled orders. One of his biggest fears was not only was his product wasn't going to perform well over here, but his biggest fear was that we would actually make that old Digital One crystal screen paint, bring that stuff up again and put it against his product. Like, I wonder how close his stuff would match. Or the BeHr silver screen. If I take BeHr silver screen and I drop a couple of teaspoons of black in it, how would that match? One of them did. That my mix matched perfectly to that Metallica Mix 2.0. Oh, all my Christies on the floor. While you're there, you can go look at the comments section. It's been saved. You can go in there and look at the ingredients. There are 2 people in there. It's me and another fellow in there. Mine's 8 years back. His is 2 years back. Same, similar thing. Same thing. And if he's trying to tell you, oh, well, no. That guy's using a high-end projector. This projector is really good. So you can see what the projector is basically showing the difference. Same thing like his product. If you get a high-end projector, you get the same results. Same results. You get a low-end projector, your image doesn't come out that well. The projector does all the work. We need that BeHr silver screen. I want that one too on there. So all the time you guys have been buying nothing more than just BeHr silver screen, black paint, silver and glitter. That's what you've been buying. And for you naysayers that think the only thing I was developing was black paint, shocker, isn't it? Yeah, well, that's where I started from. I started one with gray paints 8 years ago. That's how I know when I look at the demonstrations. I go, whoops, man, you guys are getting fleeced. That's why I'm sitting there laughing. You guys are getting fleeced. Yeah, we can make his products over here, all of them. There ain't much test we got to run. This stuff doesn't require much testing at all. Period. If you go back and look at my old demonstrations, you don't see, none of my videos match the videos we have now. That stuff wouldn't pass, as I said before. It's impossible. Doesn't pick up contrast, doesn't pick up color, none of that. That's why we gave out the ingredients for free. It's right there at the bottom. If you're basically going to go down that route, might just make it. Unless he can come out there, make that same mixture. Feel free to make that same mixture I got at the bottom, make it on camera, and put it side by side next to your stuff and do a demonstration. And we're not talking about, we don't want to see a slight little bump difference. We want to see a massive difference. Show us there's a huge difference between night and day of the product I got at the bottom of the page versus the stuff you have right now. Do that demonstration today. If your product is any different. Because if you're going to sit there and tell me that your UV mix is the same as a Phoenix, well, guess what? I can show you a demonstration anytime you want of your UV mix next to a Phoenix on white levels. And I guarantee that my black screen mate pulls a higher white level than that dark product you got called whatever that is. Easy. I can show you a difference. Then I can show you contrast, and I can show you your UV mixes even pick up a proper contrast level. And then I can take the rest of your screen paints and put them on that black screen, and I can blend into them with no problem because my white levels are literally that high on that black screen paint. And I can basically produce better color and contrast just like that and show you a massive difference at 18 feet back with no problem. You can't do that. Think I'm talking trash? There you go. That's a gold screen right there, gold phantom. That's his personal mix, that's a white screen. That's what I mean by you show a bump, a little bit of a difference. People can look at that and see the difference between that gold phantom versus your stuff right now. It's a huge difference, isn't it? So I'm not talking about, on them, they do a little different. Just because it's a little slight difference, they consider that to be a big change. It's no change at all, period. You have to show a huge difference between night and day. Other than that, they both the same thing. Enjoy. going all the way down here? I can just go to the virtual forms and grab it. Go to the freaking links. Here we go. See the difference? Now I want you to look at that real carefully. See the slight little difference between the white screen. That's a white screen. That's his personal mix. And that's a gold screen. That's a screen that's gold that can see color. Now, let's have a look at your product here. This is the video that we dubbed a copy of to make sure that you didn't delete the video. This is BeHr silver screen versus your product. Let's see how much of a bump it shows, if there's a big difference between one over the other. This is where people have in my whatchamacallit are crying. They're laughing their heads off. This man walked out of a Home Depot showing the product. Mind, this is the same product that they use to make the paint. The same product. The only difference is they drop black into it and silver, and that's what causes the paint to react. He just showed you one half of his product right there in the demonstration on how to make it. Just like the guy showed you in his demonstration, BeHr silver screen. The only difference is when he took that home, he painted it raw, right out of the container. He didn't add any black into it. Now, if he had added black into it, it'd have changed over to his screen. And that's the reason why we have so many canceled orders, because what do you think would have happened if we got his product down here and we just say, okay, we're going to take this BeHr silver screen, we're going to drop 2 tablespoons of black in here. Let's see what happens. That means he would have to show a significant, huge difference over the other, between night and day, in order to go, okay, there's a big difference there. Then he could honestly argue that, hey, look, my product is different because there's a huge difference between one over the other. Ain't much of a huge difference. Look at the color of the screen. Look how washed out it is. Look, pause it. See right here? See how all this is washed out completely. That's all washed out. All that's washed out. This is a screen he's comparing it to. There's no detail in the flowers, nothing. All that is all washed out. If you have to be that close up on a screen to see the difference between the two products, you got a problem there. You're supposed to be at a distance. That's why when I do demonstrations on certifies, you never see me sitting that close to the screen. I'm always behind the projector when I do those demonstrations. You're supposed to see it at a distance. Who in their right mind is going to be sitting that close to a projection screen? Now watch me open it up. Now look at the board he's painted it on. That's the color of BeHr silver screen. It looks almost near white. That's what it looks like. That's why you got to add the black into it, because if you paint that stuff straight onto your wall, what's going to happen is you're going to have a really, really, really light screen. It's going to be almost equivalent to a white screen. It's going to have the same problems as a white screen. It's not going to pick up white color. White's going to come up really high, but when it comes down to your black and contrast levels and colors, not going to pick up. Any screen that's slightly darker than that, just like a white screen, anything that's slightly darker than a white screen, is going to pick up a slight better bump in the contrast level or color. Example right here. White screen, personal mix, or technology. A slight bump than the white screen. Man, I swear, I tell you. The people who fall into this, it's not your fault, because you're buying a screen paint for the first time and someone's on camera talking a bunch of mumbo jumbo and can't back it up. There's a problem there. See, we can back ours up. He can't back his up. because he cancels his orders when it comes to us. When we come to buy his products and bring them down here for testing, you can't back it up. So we know that for a fact. That ain't gonna happen. But let's continue on with the demonstration. See how light the BeHr silver screen is? That's why you have to add the black into it, because the black adds a toner to it. So that means if this screen is slightly darker than the BeHr silver screen, he's going to pick up a bump, a smaller bump of showing a darker, bit of a darker red, or maybe a darker blue, or a different color. That's what he's going to be able to do. But it ain't going to be much of a difference, because you're literally going to have to be sitting right up on top of the screen to see the difference. And that's what I'll explain to you in the video right there, that because the screen is so light. Now see how he's pointed around trying to show you the difference between how a screen is different from BeHr silver screen? I'm sorry, I have to laugh here because that is I'm sorry, that's stupid. That's real stupid. Literally, you got to be that close, a finger distance from your screen to see the difference between if the screen's going to pull the image or not. I'm sitting in my chair back here, and I can see the difference between my screen, his screen, and the white screen. Do you see me all the way over to the screen with my camera hitting the screen? No. But let's go back here for a minute. Wow. Me and our form sites have a ball with this one. All right. So right here, this is the bump he's showing you. This is the BeHr silver screen right here, and this is his product where he's saying that there is a huge difference. You would not be able to see that at 13 feet. At the length that you would have your screen, if this is a 100-inch screen, it's probably between 13 feet back from the screen, about 13 feet, probably 12, 13 feet back from the screen. There is no way in the world on God's green planet you're ever going to see the difference between this slight little margin of color. And the reason why his screen is pulling up a slight little bump due to the fact that his screen is darker than the BeHr silver screen. If you've ever seen BeHr silver screen before, it's almost passable for a white screen. That's why in all the demonstrations I showed you, the first thing they tell you is you have to mix black into it to tone it so you can add a heavier contrast level so that way you can pick up a much more deeper color. Something he didn't tell you in the video. Because if he did tell you that in the video and you did add a couple of teaspoons to that, you would have been able to match his product. Probably outperform it just by a little. Yep. He couldn't let you see that. Man, I swear. And like, again, we used to make this stuff, so I know all this stuff already. But that's a little bump you're getting right there. Now, stepping back from the screen, there's no way in the world you're going to be able to see the difference in that. Virtually impossible. That's like when people talk about the screen door effect. And screen door effect pretty much comes from a projector that's 800 by 600 res. Let's say blow that thing up, maxed out beyond its size, like maybe 180, 200 inches. Then you're going to see screen door effect probably about 8 feet away from the screen. You're probably going to pick that up. But if you're talking about if you're at 100 inches, there is no way in the world you're going to see a screen door effect unless you get right up on top of your screen. That's the only way you're going to see it. I've used projectors 600 by 800 res in demonstrations, and no one can see the screen door effect. You got to literally get right up on top of the screen to see it. And no one's going to sit that close to the screen to begin with. So at 13 feet back, 12 to 13 feet back in the dark, and a motion moving scene, you're not going to see one difference from the other. Look at that. Told you. And the only thing that would alter that and change that is a couple of teaspoons of black paint. Match it perfectly with no problem.
Okay, let's go back to the back out of this. What about there? There you go. You can't see what's what. You can't make out one from the other at all.
But I'm posting this link down for you to see.
From the 107 down, right there. And mine is just in case that if anybody see that needs to see a screen door effect on a 690 less projector, that's virtually impossible. And the only way that's possible is if they could all put a huge, massive giant screen.
That's why I showed you in every demonstration, mine, including the fellow who just, I showed you his, what did he put in there? BeHr silver screen, right? And black paint. He didn't keep it long on the flower. You know why? Because it was matching too well. You know why it's matching too well? I'll tell you why. The BeHr silver screen being lighter than his product would pick up a higher white level, a much higher white level than his product, and blend it perfectly. He didn't stay on that video that long. You got it that as fast as possible. Who didn't notice the behavior patterns too? So when it came to the cherries, or tomatoes, he stayed on there as long as he could because he could show a difference in that. When it came to the rose and the BeHr silver screen having a higher white level, it would have blended in perfectly, which he just did just now. He didn't stay on there too long. He switched off as fast as possible to show you something else that he could show a difference on. I sat there and said in the video how fast he came off that flower, that fast, that quick, because that flower was blending in too well to his paint. Man. Now see how he's running his sample sheet back and forth? That doesn't make a difference, man. No one's going to see that at 13 feet back. This is the part that's even more hilarious. This is the BeHr silver screen right here that he painted in. This is his product. I sat there and said, I don't want to call anybody stupid, but how dumb would you have to be to look at this and make a comment in the comment section? I could see the difference. Yeah, okay. Someone apparently was born with an S on his chest or deep denial, because there is no way in the world. Look at that. You see a difference in that? Yeah, at the end of the day, you got scammed. That's what you did. You could have got $23 a gallon. There's his personal mix right there. That's the gold technology right there. You see a difference between the two? Do I have to get up out of my chair, walk all the way over there, stick my camera against the screen at a finger distance to show you the difference between that gold phantom and that white screen and that professional or personal mix? No, I don't. You should be able to see it from here. I should be able to see it from this chair. I should be able to see that from 18 feet back, the difference between that. If I have to get up that close to a screen to show you the difference, then there's a problem there with my product. There you go. We're going to take this video right here. Building your little list for you. Help you educate you. And next time when you crow boys want to run your mouths about, oh, this, that, and the other, look, buddy, got 11 cancel orders over there. What do you want to say? That's 11 cancel orders. Because if his product got down here, you sure enough, he would have went through these tests. And one of the tests he would have went through to see if he matches that our digital and crystal screen paint. And he can't have that. It would have matched too well. Let me see. We're gonna put down let's see, BeHr Silver Screen versus Crow's Paint. There we go. I'm going to separate this from the YouTuber. Here we go. And the YouTuber has his ingredients. If you want to look at that, you can go on there and look at them. He shows the ingredients. One of the ingredients is BeHr Silver Screen. Same thing. But separately put black paint in his, and his reaction on the high-end projector looks exactly like Crow's demonstration. Let me see. Let me go back, and I'm going to save this one. I think in this demonstration, I might, oh yeah, I did put that in there. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. There's all the links we put in. Easy, fast, let me see. Paint demonstration. Let's see, where's the other one? Making, unboxing, metallic, making, yeah, this is it right here. Deleted video right here. This is deleted video. I knew we had it on here. This is the deleted video that Crow took off his channel, showing him making a black and white spray paint substance, which was the Metallica Mix 2.0, which that's how we made the My Mix. The My Mix is just black and white paint. If the My Mix had the digital one in it, it would have silver and it'd have actual silver in it, but this paint had no silver in it whatsoever. So we're going to click on here, on this link right here, and this will bring me to, it should bring me to that video. Yep, there it is right there. This is the video right here showing you how to make the product. Black and white paint. Now, like I said, that can be made either way. You can take a BeHr Silver Screen and make it. You can make it with BeHr 1050. You can make it with, there's so many different ways you can make it, but this is the video he deleted. This video is no longer on his account. We got a copy of it, and this video shows him making a black and white paint. Title of the video is called Metallica Mix 2.0. There's no Metallica that he put in the paint. He didn't put any form of silver, no glitter, nothing. Just straight black and white paint. That's it. That's his house. That's his table. That's his hand. That's the video he deleted. That's the video y'all can't seem to find because he deleted the video, because all his products are made the same way. Why do you think I said, again, why do you think we have so many cancellation orders from him? Because he knew if we got that product down, you think we'd have ran it through the grinder. Trust me. It didn't went against our screens, certified screens. We'd have took it outside for testing. It didn't went through all the demonstrations that screen cut corners on. And then we would have matched it against the digital one. Crystal screen paint, BeHr Silver Screen, Bullseye, everything, to see how close it would have came up to it. Yep. Title of the video right there. Even had the ingredients on it. So all of a sudden, this video, boop, disappeared off his channel. Can't find it. Try to find it if you want. Ain't gonna find it. It's gone. And the reason why is because all his products are made the same way. I told you his products, when I saw that black and white mixture, we used to do that 8 years ago. Except for the difference between ours is we had Martha Stewart in ours. Martha Stewart Metallica paint and some of that Lowe's glitter they put in it. That, what do they call that stuff? That's what we put in ours to make ours. The other fellow, but his is BeHr Silver Screen. And in BeHr Silver Screen, he has black paint in his, and he has a little bit of silver in his. They all react the same way. I'll put that link at the bottom so you can check it out for yourself. Told you, your product is 8 to 9 years old. Because that's how everybody was making it 8 and 9 years ago. Same color, paint, same thing. I put in a couple of my paint on demonstrations so you can see the time stamp on them. Same color. Same reaction, same environment. Only difference is he has a high-end projector. I'm using a low-end projector. The other fellow who posted his is using a high-end projector. It's getting the exact same reaction he gets off his screens by showing these really crisp images because he's using a high-end projector to do it. The other fellow is using the same high-end projector also, getting the same crisp images too. And he put his ingredients right at the bottom. For those who never saw that video demonstration. Yeah, we got a lot of videos on Crow that you guys don't know about that he deleted off his account. A lot of stuff. He's been scamming the daylights out of y'all for forever. And like I said, at the end of the day, you know, when he sits there and tries to say, well, I can make his products, man, you can't even make your UV mix right. I don't even know how in the world you're going to claim to make a black screen paint when your own UV mix comes out so dark that a black screen can overshadow it on white levels. So we know you can't make black products at all. You can't make black product. Only thing you can make are those light gray products. And pretty much, like I said, it's an old screen paint. Now, I went and made the product myself. Right off the video, followed it right there, made it myself. I used this video as a tutorial video to make the product. I'll put the whole full demonstration at the bottom. You can check it out. I was painting the screen in. There's the screen painted in. And then going back. And here's the crazy thing about it. We didn't use the Metallica mix to match his screen. We used the personal mix. The same video I'm using here in the demonstration. That's what we used to match his screen. See that sample sheet right there? The same one we got sitting right there. That's what we used. Because I was curious to see if it was possible that that black and white mixture would match something other than the Metallica Mix 2.0. So we put it against the personal mix. It matched the personal mix perfectly. The only problem with the personal mix, the personal pool at slightly higher white level. And then we could see from there, when we put the Metallica mix on it, we matched it perfect with the Metallica mix. That's my mix, which we do in the demonstrations. That one had the exact ingredients. We had the exact ingredients there, which shows that at the end of the day, if one's actually shown a little lighter than the other one, means he's putting less black into it. Because that's the only thing that's black is used for when you're making a screen paint. It's a toner. It's used to adjust how dark or how light you want the screen, depending on how much black paint you put into it. The guy in the video, the YouTuber, will explain it to you in the video. It adjusts the tone. That's all it does. It doesn't make a difference if you put 1050 in it, white paint, silver screen. It doesn't make a difference. At the end of the day, the black basically adjusts how dark it is. And then people put a little silver into it because they think the silver that they drop into it's going to show anything. Now the silver is going to get overclouded by the black and the white that's in it. You're never going to see that. But the sparkles, if you drop them those sparkles in there, you will be able to see that. You'll see the sparkles. That's why I sit there and sit in the demo, and when I was doing the test demonstration, I said, we don't have any tests to run. What tests are we going to run? He doesn't do any low lumen tests, distance tests, no certified screens, well, 1 or 2 certified screens. And he fakes most of the other demonstrations. We can't run that stuff under our test demonstrations. It'll fail over here. It'll be a waste of time. And we sure enough can't, he doesn't do any demonstrations like we do, so what are we going to test it under? There's nothing to test it to. But if you ever want to develop one of our screen paints, be sure to basically do all the test demonstrations, every last one, and we do on the technology, and you have to do all of them live. 18 certifies, distance throw, ultra short throw test, projector lumen swap out, outdoor demonstration at 1,000 lumens, 13 feet back, and you got to pass them all. Yeah, can't do it. There is this product right there, laying against the screen. No difference. There you go. There's this product right there, laying against the screen. No difference. I'll put that at the top for you to check it out. But at the end of the day, you just bought $107 worth of black and white paint. Could have made a gallon for that much. Let's put this link at the bottom because I got things to do. I can't waste too much time on this. We're gonna put this link right here for you. As a matter of fact, we don't need to put the link down there. We got the whole link copied down, don't we, somewhere? Hold on for a minute. Right here. Right here. We got all the links copied right here. Let me see if I want to, which one I want to grab. That's an unboxing. Here we go. We can take the whole link from here. These are all links on Crow doing fake shiesty videos. The guy, he deleted off his channel that y'all don't know about. This is all link, all stuff we caught him doing. I'm gonna take this one right here. I'm gonna put this one right here. So I don't have, end of the day, he doesn't have any cancel orders from us. Where if he try to order our product, there's no cancel orders from us. We got 11 canceled orders from him. 11 canceled orders over and over and over again. This man canceling. Terrified. You don't want his product over here. If your product comes over here, at the end of the day, you're not going to like the results of it. It's not going to come out too well for you. That's your deleted video that nobody can't seem to find because we got it. Cancel order after cancel order. Y'all can get mad all you want, but it's the truth. His products don't work. And what's the first thing you do when your products don't work? People talk a lot of trash, but when it comes time to back it up, what do? If your product works, then you can back it up. If you don't, then the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start canceling, you're going to run tight and run. And that's exactly what he did. That's my favorite. Right there with your face on it. Frankenstein mix. Your order has been canceled. Your order has been canceled. That's how I know your products don't work. We get them down here and we test them down here. Because down here in this environment, you know darn well that it's not going to be an ambient light controlled environment. You're not going to be up on a high, well, we'll put you on a high end projector, but you still won't do well. You know what I mean? You're going to be testing on different caliber projectors. We're going to do all the tests that you skipped in your demonstrations. We're going to do them down here. That's why. And one of the tests we're going to run is we're going to run and see exactly how close does your product come to bare silver screen. I'm going to drop a couple teaspoons of black paint in there and see exactly where your screen level's off at. And you can't say, well, can you run all the tests? You don't have any test demonstrations on your products, not like us. And if you ever want to make one of my black screens, hey, you're more than welcome to try. But at the end of the day, I want to see every single test demonstration that we ran under that black screen, and I want every last one to be done live. And you're going to have to match it perfectly. There you go. If you can't do our challenges, then there's nowhere in the world you're going to be able to make a black screen. And after, like I said, the UV mix, you don't even have to develop a dark product to be able to see white light. The fact that you can't even pick a white light on a UV automatically lets me know that you know nothing about dark technology whatsoever. Let's go over here. Let's see. We got a couple more here. We need to grab off this demonstration sheet here. Let me see. Unboxing the Metallica mix here. We had your products over here. Let me see. This is a YouTuber shows how to make his product. Faking contrast demonstrations right here. You faked a ton of contrast demonstrations in this one right here. We caught you on that one. Yeah, we got you a couple of times here, man. Faking demonstrations. We even have demonstrations of his screen paint outside versus one of our screens. It didn't do too well. Yeah, if you wanna basically anytime you want to check these out, you can. Matter of fact, which ones are under? They're under this one. So this video we just posted onto that link. All you got to do is scroll down. All of them are there. These are demonstrations. We caught him faking, doing stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing. Got busted and got caught. But your product is old. At the end of the day, your product is old. It's an old, outdated product that we had 9 years back, 8 to 9 years back. Your product is old. There you go. That is my contract that we had 8 years ago. was a company overseas from Europe that was advertising digital and crystal screen paint that we had a contract with. And one of the beta testers that you will find in here is a fellow by the name of Zone 708, which I showed you in demonstrations under Crystal Edge. He was doing demonstrations for us. Yeah, our product had a 10-year global contract attached to it. That's my product right there. Unlike the screen paint you have that's outdated, your product never even made it past out of the United States with a contract. Ours did. And if you have a Facebook account, you can access it. I can give me the fact that I go to Facebook account without problem. These are some of the people that were involved in those contracts. Zone 708. Tim Moncrief, I think it's Moncrief. He was another beta tester for us. Now, you see how faded that screen looks? Like I said, at that particular time, this was acceptable. Now, I look at this, that is unacceptable. That's how I know your product is basically 8 to 9 years old, because it reacts the same way. Exactly the same way. Okay. You didn't have anybody at that time, 8, 9 years ago. This product was considered to be big because, like I said, it was a big breakthrough in screen paint. Now, you should never have anything like this now. That stuff is so outdated, it's not even funny. But yeah, these are the CEOs and people that were involved in the digital and crystal screen paint company at that time. You don't have anything like this because, like I said, your product is old. It's about 8, 9 years old. Sky blue, right there. Let me put this on here for you. No. Yeah, if I made this stuff, man, now, there's nowhere in the world I would have the contracts I have now. There's nowhere in the world I'd be to walk around this house in a fully lit environment and it would pull up. Let's see that right there. So there we go. Plenty of information there for you to read through. Ingredients, demonstrations. If I'm going to talk something, I back it up. That's one thing about me. If I'm going to talk about something, if I tell you that product is 8, 9 years old, if I tell you that product is outdated, if I tell you that we know how to make that product on every level whatsoever, I can back it up. And there's the ingredients right there. So there's no excuse for this, that, and the other. The ingredients is right there. So you got a choice at the end of the day. And if you're going to basically come up with a screen that can't produce color or contrast, even next to a gold screen, at the end of the day, you might as well just basically just go out and make the product instead of basically buying it. And he's more than welcome to try to make my product. I would love to see it, to tell you the truth. But keep in mind, when you make that product, I want to see every single test demonstration next to yours done side by side All tests must be completed in one day. They must be done live, and they must be done perfectly, exactly like our videos. And I don't even know how that's even possible when you can't even get a UV mix to see white light. As a matter of fact, we need to put that UV mix video in there too. As a matter of fact, I need to do a video, pre-recorded video of that to explain to people don't get caught up in fake dark products, fake dark screens. Yeah, fake dark screens. Because dark screen has to be the full white level. We'll put that on it too. All right, so this is all done. We're good there, right there. All the information's there for you. All the links are there. I don't think you need anything else. When you click on, let me see, what we got, let me see. Well, let me see. This is right here. This is our demonstrations here. I'm gonna switch this up. I'm gonna take this ingredient, take this out. We got a copy of that. I'm going to take that out because I need to link this together. These are our old demonstrations from Digital One Crystal Screen Paint from here. These are our old demonstrations right here. And then at the bottom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ingredients on how we made our product, including, this is how we make our products. I'll put ours right there. So that shows how our product was made right there. And you can make it there. You're not going to find that in Martha Stewart because she went out of business when it came to that particular product. So she doesn't make that anymore. But you can get, for the silver, you can use PPJ. I think it's PPJ. Or is it PP? Yeah, you can use let me get that out of the way real quick. You can use PPJ, or you can use M, and I think they put the abbreviation for N. N, blah, blah, blah. Ah, too many. N, M, that's what it's called. That's the other silver version of it. 2 teaspoons of that. There you go. And then there's the other guy from YouTube. That's his channel right here. You can go in and check it out. Same thing, BeHr silver screen. So he makes it a little bit different. And you should be good to go from there. Yeah, everything's there. Okay, let me save this for you. And let's pop out of here. And like I said, you can hate it all you want. I don't care. At the end of the day, it's your money. All right. You want to get scammed? Knock yourself out. Until then, my customers get the best when it comes to us. So, like I said, you can buy from somebody who has no faith in their product whatsoever, enough to cancel out 11 times because, like I said, their product doesn't work and it's too old. Okay, well, that's basically about it for me. I am going downstairs. Actually, I might go play some little bit of Far Cry. I'm done for the day. That didn't even pick up on a gold screen. That screen is gold. Can you pick up on a gold screen? All right, I'm gonna come out of here for my color for this one. That's done. That's not gonna pick up. Look at that. Using a 4000 lumen Chrissy projector. Don't get mad and send me emails because you're upset because your product's outdated. It is. I was making your product a long time ago. I kind of told you that a couple of times in a few demonstrations that I made your product a long time ago. But you choose to stay in that old, I don't know what you choose to stay in. That's none of my business here and there. Your product is old. Like I said, I can show people how to make your product because we were making your product years ago. Your screen paint won't match anything we have in here. Nothing. This is all dark technology in here. It's outdated. Like I said, if I was still making this same color screen paint, man, it'd be yeah, I couldn't work none of this stuff we have in here. There's no way in the world. It's not going to pick up. The only thing this stuff can pick up is a white level. That's it. Got all these projectors in here. None of these projectors are going to make that product look any better. Can't see color. That's a Sony DPO FH36, 4300 lumens. Ain't gonna pick up on that. Look how you come up on my PS4 dashboard. It don't even match nothing in here. Let's take this out real quick. We're done with this, man. You know that's not gonna work. Let's try 5,000 lumen crispy projector on an acoustic black screen. See if we get anything to work on that. Man, you know what? I'm not gonna waste the time. This thing ain't gonna pick up. What's the point? I ain't wasting any more of my time. Because I'm gonna fire my projector up, hook on my computer for a screen that's not even gonna show up. I'm wasting my time on that. Let's go downstairs and hit the big boy downstairs, 126. We'll go play with that for a little bit. If you're not going to pick up on a gold screen, you're not picking up on nothing. And that's a gold phantom in there. You're not picking up on that. We got a couple more screens downstairs. We'll throw you on real quick. Didn't I just do a demonstration showing off my screen like this? The color red screen.
Getting that from YouTube. Ah, yes, I need a locksmith. 3 hours. Oh, nice. 2% cashback, right? It is saving the day right now. The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa card.
Wells Fargo.
Visa is a network that proudly supports small business.
Don't call it small. Nothing small here. I'm not small. I'm big and strong.
Nope. "4K Fish," YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
If you can't pick up red, you're not gonna pick up any other color. I know that for a fact. If you can't see red, you're not gonna pick up anything else. It's a Sony Ultra Short Throw projector. It sits in an Eco Mode 3 at around 3,000 lumens. This is the acoustic screen or gamer technology embedded into it. I think I got the right one for this one. The cat didn't bounce around my screen. There we go. Also too, dark technology. And cast balance the daylight set of my projector. Takes off on the rug and knocks my projector. It doesn't damage anything, but red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
I might stick there for a bit. That's an acoustic. Told you. You can't pick up on any one of my screens in my house. These screens are designed to pick up red, blue, green, real colors. This is how the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint product would have reacted. So if I was still making this stuff from 8 to 9 years ago, that's the same red I would be picking up. That's why if you look at any of my demonstrations from that way back, that far back, you will notice that I have never done any of these demonstrations at all. We don't do color patterns. We didn't do certified screens. We didn't do any of that stuff. Fully lit environments, none of the stuff that we do now, because this stuff would have never passed at all, period. I had a hard enough time trying to get this stuff to show up in the room with just a few lights we had in that room at the time. So no, it would have never worked at all. "4K Fish," YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
It would have never picked up. That's why I'm glad I got that. I'm glad. I'm kind of thankful. Yeah, I got that sheet of black diamond in my hands, because if I didn't, I still would have been making this stuff.
Nothing but snuggle time.
Yeah.
And cannonball time. When you're
I
ready.
still would have been making this stuff, because in my mind, I seriously believed that, you know, the product I was making produced the best contrast, produced the best color. I seriously believed that until I saw that sheet of black diamond come in there, and I saw the difference, what the future looks like, how that dark screen was pulling out that color and oh man, it's beautiful. It changed the way I looked at screens, and that's why I don't develop this stuff anymore, because it's old. It's old now, like I said, but what I saw in that room, it's outdated compared to what I saw. It's outdated. You can only do so much with this, and that's basically about it. And the sad thing for him is the fact that he spent so much time bashing dark technology or dark screens, you know, talking about dark screens are this and they're that, and they come up too dark and you can't see them. Yeah, we got a lot of customers can prove you wrong on that one. That's why when those customers have light technology in their homes and they're watching them do those demonstrations, they laugh at you. People got business contracts from you. They see you do those demonstrations, they laugh at you because they already have the technology. They know it works perfectly fine with no problem. They know at the end of the day, you're just jealous. That's what it comes down to. But I can honestly tell you, a person who has experience in this field of developing these particular screen paints, I can tell you right from the door that this stuff is old because we used to make it. Like I said, it'd be a different story if I never made this stuff to begin with and I started off with dark technology only. Then guess what? You can basically come at my credibility for that. But you can't come at my credibility because, like I said, I got videos timestamped from years back when we were making this stuff. And it has the same reaction as it does in your videos. And I guarantee you, you know, I mean, if you didn't cancel so many orders, being afraid, and we get your product down here, I guarantee you that if I make that product next to yours, if anybody makes that product and the ingredients that we put down, if mine or the other YouTuber, it would match your product or probably do better than your product. Because it's an old product. That's what it is. But you figured a way to try to market it off as something new. And if it was something new, if it was something that was basically that could compete with our products, like I said, we wouldn't have so many canceled orders from you. All right, people. Well, with that being said, that's basically about it for me. You know what I mean? I had somebody a few minutes ago send me a nasty email, and I just replied out, laugh out loud, enjoy your prehistoric paint. Because at the end of the day, that's what you got on your wall. You have a product that I used to make that we won't touch anymore. So much we won't touch anymore that we put the ingredients on the bottom how to make it because we don't care about that stuff. We don't make that stuff anymore. That stuff is outdated and old. Gotta go, and God bless.